What?
Yeah. Who did that? You did that, Eddie?
No.
You sure, man?
No.
I'm watching you, boy.
No, you did it.
Oh,
Yes.
you tried to dip it in the barbecue sauce
No.
and eat it like a chicken nugget. No. What? Oh my gosh. No, don't walk around on that. Get your butt up. Why is it not charging? What's going on? Okay. Something. What? It's not even my business, Eddie. So I can see this in real time. What?
Cameras ever?
Huh?
I'm not standing directly in front where
No.
where Rebecca's gonna be.
Where you at? Right there.
Yeah.
Nah, you good. Oh,
Because
you
that's
talking about
facing
that?
forward.
Yeah. You talking about that other one?
Or
No, that's fine. Those are fine, and that's
those
fine.
go that way. And
Yeah, because I have it cropped into her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I gotta charge these. Dang. Just a heads up before we get started. If your phone is on our Wi-Fi, can you please log it off of our Wi-Fi? Or disconnect, I mean.
one of those arm implosions. So we'll do the things. My name is Rebecca. Welcome to the tree. Let's start sitting up tall. So that can be a comfortable crisscross seat, tall spine, knees wide. Relax the shoulders a little bit. We got 3 of the biggest breaths. Inhale. Empty it out. Exhale. Slowing down. Full breath in. At the top, sip in a bit more breath. Emptiest exhale. Let it go. Okay. Find one more here. Deep, full breath in. Hold that breath in at the top. Sip in a little more breath. And full empty exhale, let it go. Okay. You can start to find some movement here. Keeping the hips heavy. Walk the arms out long in front of you. Relax the shoulders and the spine. That's a full breath in. Get the Bluetooth. Full breath out. Nice. One more there. Deep, full breath in. And send the emptiest breath out. Start to curl yourself up, nice tall spine. We can unwind the legs. We'll step it back to tabletop position. So you're coming onto hands and knees all fours. Hold there. All right. Toes tucked under. Stretch your hips back. So you're headed to like a child's pose, but not all the way down. Just really using that to stretch through the soles of the feet. Press the hips back. Hands are still planted. You could soften the elbows or keep them lifted. Up to you there. Okay, and we'll charge that forward to plank. So shoulders over the wrist, choice of the knees. If you're gonna keep the knees down, take them a little bit back behind the hip points. If you're gonna keep the knees down, if you're gonna take them up though, we'll tuck the toes, we'll lift the hips up. So your choice on that, knees or no knees. Stay for the inhale, top of your push-up. Exhale, lower all the way down. Either knees first or whole body in one piece. Landing on the belly, we've got 3 rounds of cobra. And again, those can be small, they can get bigger, but you're gonna inhale, chest up, shoulders back. Maybe I'm keeping a bent elbow, maybe eventually straighter, just trying not to have the shoulders eat your ears. Come on down. Find 2 on your breath that are nice, comfortable. Inhale to peel up. Exhale to resist a little, peel back down. We've got 1 more there. Inhale to peel up. Exhale to peel down. Tucking the toes, bend from the knees, lift from the hips, downward facing dog. And so that one is a shape that does appear a little different depending on our bodies and proportions and things, but we want to think about upper body and lower body holding even weight. Lengthening the hips up, lengthening the backs of the legs. Find 1 here, very big breath in. Emptiest breath out. High on the toes, look forward. Stepping or jump, walk your feet towards your hands, top of the mat. Yeah, could be walk, could be a little jump. Little leapfrog. Feet are by your hands. Inhale, half lift. Hands towards the knees or shins. Crown of the head reaching forward. Exhale, fold. Bow the body down. Same thing. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow, forward fold. All right, keeping that slight bend in the knees. Roll yourself all the way up to standing. Let the heart rise and the shoulders peel back. Once you're there, we'll take a big inhale. Gaze tall. Exhale here. Cactus elbow, lengthen spine. Inhale, back to center. Right hand, hip, left arm up and over to your right. Just a little side stretch. Try to keep the shoulders in one plane, forward, backward, so you're not bowing forward. You're just really kind of up and over to the side. 1 more big breath here. Gently back to center, come up tall. Give that an inhale, relax. Exhale, other side. Left hand, hip, right arm up and over. So find a cozy place that isn't a twisting or bending, but this lateral lifting, lowering one shoulder. Really wide on the ribs, really tight on the opposite edge. 1 more big breath in. And big breath out, back to center. Give it an inhale, reach tall. Exhale, big swan dive, bow yourself all the way forward. Halfway rise there, lengthen the spine, step back and hold plank, top of your push-up. Knees come down. We've got 3 push-ups on a 2-part count. So give this an inhale here at the top of the push-up. We're gonna exhale, down and up and up. Exhale, inhale, lower half, and down, press up and up. One more, half and down, up and up. Take it back, child's pose. Bring the knees apart, bring the toes in. So that can be knees down or knees up. We might have one more little burst of push-ups a little later. We'll see what happens. Full breath in, empty the breath out. From that child's pose, downward facing dog. We have a walk it back. Start to walk your hands back to your feet. You'll let the heels get heavy. You'll put a little bend in your knees and roll all the way up, just towards the back of your space. Find your way to the top. Take your time. Give that an inhale breath. Exhale, cactus elbow, lift and lengthen. Inhale, center, hold. Put a little bend in your knees. We're halfway bowing and staying. So try to hover your upper body 90 degrees above the lower body. Gather in the ribs here. Keep that slight bend of your knees and then lean your body weight more towards your toes than your heels. Yeah, a little bit of reach forward might lift the back of the thighs up. Notice the hamstring. Stay for the next breath in. Exhale, full breath out. Let it go. Fold all the way down. Walk the hands forward, top of your push-up. One push-up, either a lower with the knees or without, and head back to the top. Hips high. Walk it back, hands towards your feet. Let the heels get heavy. Round your way all the way up. Find that inhale at the top. Take your time if you're not quite. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lengthen. This one, round spine. Curl yourself forward. Call that the kiddie pool, like you're diving into a little kiddie pool. Walk it back out. Hold your plank, top of the push-up. This one staying on the belly, lower all the way down. Nice. Inhale, cobra, one of those. Exhale, stay with the belly. Coming into swimmers, hands out, stretch in front of you, legs out long behind you. Everything lifts, arms, feet, face. Keep the neck a bit soft, so I'm not gazing up, I'm gazing slightly forward, down, and then opposite hand, opposite foot, little up, down, up, down. We'll find a segmented breath here. We'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, keep swimming, breathe out. 2 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Last one, inhale, 2, 3, 4, still go. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, let it go. Okay, take an inhale, that locust or Superman. You're just gonna lift everything. Lift your arms, your feet, your face. Belly, chest on the ground. Lift arms, lift feet, lift face. Take a cactus elbow, try to lift a little more. Reach forward to the center. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, cactus elbow, lift a little higher. Reach forward to the center. Stay for an inhale. Cactus elbow lift, exhale. Back to center, reach, and put everything down. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders. Inhale, cobra, press the ground away. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Hold that down dog shape. You have hands planted, feet planted. Float your right leg high to the sky. Give that an inhale breath. Exhale, knee to nose. Round the body forward, hug the knee right underneath you. Send it back up 3-legged. Lift the toes, the leg. Try that again. Knee to nose. Exhale, curl it forward. Inhale, lift the hips, stretch the leg back up. Last one, hold. Knee to nose, curl it forward. Here for 3. Press your knee more towards your face for 2. And for 1, take a big step. Can we land that right foot towards the top of the mat? If it needs an extra step, little extra step, and either you're light on your fingertips or have your blocks here. Little movement, forward, back, forward, back. Little movement, forward, back. Half split, gently. Left knee down, hips walk back, right leg long. Back of that right thigh towards the back of the room, back of your mat, just kind of lengthen there. Always give some good deep breath for the hamstrings. Maybe a little fold over the leg if that feels helpful. Maybe keep the chest a little higher up if you don't need it. Here for 3. Here for 2. Here for 1. We re-bend into that front knee. Walk it forward. Plant your hands, tuck your back toes, lift the left knee. Left palm down, right arm up. You got a nice big twist. We'll give that 1 inhale breath. Exhale, hands come down, wide-legged fold. You turn towards that longer side of your mat. Relax the spine there. So little things, you might bend one knee, lean a little in that direction, or bend the other knee, lean in that direction. Give some space and breath to the inner thighs as well as the hamstrings. Yeah, if you've found some side to side movement, next time you're done both, back to center. And then that upper body folding towards the lower body. Could be hands down to the ground or the block, or hold elbows. Maybe elbows want to sway, or elbows can eventually plant. Find a big breath. Here for 3. Here for 2. Here for 1. Next, inhale, halfway rise. We're gonna get tall. We're gonna turn the heels in a bit more, the toes out a bit more, and peel yourself all the way up to a standing goddess. Knees are nice and wide. Tailbone's tucked underneath you as best as it can. Ribs are in and back. Shoulders are over the pelvis. Take 2 hands to a little letter T. Nice. Inhale, stretch the arms and the knees straight. You're gonna reach up overhead, hands to heart. Exhale, sit back down into that squat, horse stance, nice and high. Knees wide, hips lower. Big inhale, circle sweep, hands high, knees straight. Exhale, hands to heart, sit it back down. Nice. One more there. Sweep it up, inhale. Exhale, sit it down. Hold this next one. You got a little pulse up, down. Shoulders over hips, not leaning forward. As much as you can, given the mobility of that pelvis, right? So we want to keep scooping the hips in, rolling the ribs and chest back. Pulse for 4. Here for 3. Up, down for 2. And for 1. Take one more big, stretch it up straight. And then windmill to the top. So I'm going to turn towards the right side, plant both hands, runner's lunge. Step it back, plank. Chaturanga or the belly. Lower yourself down with control. Inhales, there's your back bend. Cobra or up dog. Take it up and back. Downward facing dog. Smooth breath in. Empty the breath out. Float your left leg tall. Inhale, breath there at the top. Exhale, knee to nose. Curl it forward under. Send the left leg up. 3-legged. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. One more. Lift the leg. Inhale, reach it tall. Exhale, curl, knee to nose, hold. Could you drive that knee more forward for 3, for 2, for 1. From here, you got your big step. Try to get that left foot forward. If it doesn't make it, extra step or heel toe, light on your fingers or add your block. Little movement forward, back, forward, back. Gently here, right knee down. Hands or blocks travel back. Half split, left thigh, hip, hamstring zone, reaching back. Spine long. If you are folding over the leg, lead with the chest more than leading with the forehead. Otherwise, save the fold over the leg. Deep breath for 3. For 2. And for 1. We rebend into the left knee, right toes tuck, back knee will lift. Right hand down, left arm up, big twist. You got it. Find the inhale breath here. Exhale, wide-legged fold. Heels turn, toes follow. You're on the long side of your mat. So upper body bowing. Notice if your toes are a little bit turned out, like they're towards the wide corners of the mat, and you want to parallel the feet. So big toes slightly in. Full breath for 3. Full breath for 2. Inhale, this one, start to come right into the flat back, get tall, float yourself all the way to standing. Turn the heels in from here, turn the toes and the knees out, bend the knees, sit back. Bring the prayer hands into heart, we'll start right there. Little pulse up, down, up, down. Knees as wide away from one another as they can stay. If your stance feels slippery, slightly shorter, you can bring the heels closer together. We'll press into the toes. Can we lift the right heel off the ground and keep pulsing? So just the right heel up, little pulse up, down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the right heel down, sit a little lower, sit a little lower. Both feet on the ground, but you are lower. Take an inhale, stretch tall, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to heart. Okay, little pulse up, down. Press through the left toes, lift the left heel up. Little pulse, keep it, up, down, for 5. Here for 4. Here for 3. Here for 2. Here for 1, lower both heels, sit a little lower, hold, knees wider, hips lower. 3, 2, 1, circle up, inhale, hands high, knees high. Windmill towards the top of your mat. Plant both hands, Runner's lunge, step back, hold plank. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Up and back, downward facing. High on the toes, bend the knees. Gaze forward. Take a step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale there, halfway rise, hands towards knees or shins. Exhale, fold. Heel toe the feet wider apart. We're gonna sit for a yogi squat. So heels, most of us about mat size apart. Heels can turn in a bit, toes can turn out a bit. And then slowly sitting the hips between the heels. If that is challenging, elbow over knee, start higher up, maybe a little wider. Eventually, kind of lean into one side or the other, opening the inner thighs, getting a little lower over time. From here, we are gonna sit all the way down. So either using a hand to help spot that, or if you are not too concerned about your glutes, come all the way down, knees to chest. Yes. Okay, hug it in. A little rock and roll, side to side, side to side. Plant your heels down on the mat. Let's take a couple pelvic curls. So we're thinking bridge pose. The hips are lifting up, but really focusing on the movement of the spine. Like each segment, each vertebra could move independently. Even though they're quite close, right? They're gonna move in little units. But imagine you're really moving each vertebra by itself. Inhale, start to tuck the tailbone, lift the pelvis. Top of the hips, lift a little higher. Low back, mid back. Gather the low ribs in. Tuck the tailbone. I'm trying to put the shoulder blades down and then the highest of the visible ribs, then the lowest, then the hips, then everything else, all right? So nice and slow, controlling. Start to curl back up. And curl back down. Each vertebra is trying to move by itself. 2 more. Tuck the tailbone, lift the hips, the belly, curl it back down. 1 more or half a more if you're in there. Next time the hips are back down, we'll stay down. Okay. Just tucking the tailbone there, really pressing that low back, mid back, anything behind you, under the shoulders down. Press that area down into the ground. We're gonna keep that. Tabletop the knees here. So I'm just stacking my knees directly over the hips. I'm gonna reach my hands onto my knees. Maybe thigh, maybe knee, maybe straight arm, maybe a little bit bent, depends on proportions here. And then I'm just gonna push. So can I push my hands down and can I push my legs up? Your back is down, your shoulders are calm. You're pushing, creating a little resistance. So press into your leg and press back into your hand. If you don't feel something, you have to generate that something that we're trying to feel. Push into the legs, push into the arms. For 3, for 2, for 1, relax. Okay, so that, but a little different. Let's go for the left hand grip, just the right leg. I'm gonna tabletop the knees and I'm gonna push my both hands into this right leg. You can also add lifting the head, neck, chest. If that's a lot, keep the head down. Otherwise, tailbone is tucked, back is pressing down. Extend your left leg forward, hover the heel over the mat. Keep pressing your right knee into your hand. For 3, for 2, for 1, bring both legs in. Relax the head if it's up, second side. Find the hands, pressing into the knee, knee staying tabled over the hip. That knee's gonna wanna start drifting forward, just kind of keep pushing it back. So press into the hands, knee presses back. Tailbone is tucked, back is pressing down, maybe lift the head, neck, chest. Just press the bottom of the shoulder blades down. Extend your right heel forward, left leg keeps pressing into hands for 3, for 2, for 1. Come back to the center. Hands towards both knees, tailbone tuck. Back body long, press everything down behind you. Tuck the tailbone, gather the ribs in. Push into your hands, hands push back into your knees for 3. Here for 2. Here for 1, relax, hug both knees in, little rock and roll side to side. Start to rock that forward and back, rounding the spine. Get as much distance between pelvis and shoulders as you can. Rock back, rock up. Next time you're up, we balance on the glutes. So find that steadiness, chest up, shoulder back. You might be holding behind the legs or reach 2 hands forward. Try to bring your knees more towards your chest for 3, for 2, for 1. Stay the inhale. Exhale, tailbone tucks. Curl the spine back down. Hug the front line in for 3, for 2, for 1. Put everything down. Low boat to Shavasana. Let it go. Now our exit strategy is a rock and roll back through boat to plank. If you're uncertain, as you sit up, you're crossing the heels to the middle and separating the knees apart. So let's just go for that. You're gonna rock back and forward through your boat pose. So balancing on the glutes, free the hands, cross the heels in, plant the hands, and then you can roll over the feet. If that didn't work, just sitting up, unwinding, we all get there. We all get there. Plank pose. We've got one more try on that, but no pressure. Inhale here, top of your push-up. Exhale to lower all the way down. Find an inhale, cobra, long spine. Cobra or up dog. Take it up and back, down dog. Float your right leg, inhale. Big step, right foot forward. High crescent lunge. Shoulders over the hips, 2 hands to the sky. Relax the shoulders a little down if they crawled up towards the ears. Looks good. Bring prayer hands into heart. You're high on the ball of your back foot. Back knee is going to stay bent. Start twisting, but keep the torso upright. So not an elbow hook, just a rotation. Right elbow back, left elbow following. And twisting towards that longer side of your mat. Okay, gently unwind back to center. You try that 3 times. You're going to twist, rotate as much as you can. Back to center with some control. Rotate to the right. Bring it back to center. Rotate to your right. Back to center. One more. Hold this next one. So rotate right. High on the ball of your back foot, but this left knee, heel is directly over the toes. Knee is trying to hover towards the mat. And that might lend some more stability. Keep your twist, open the arm. So reach the right arm back, reach the left arm forward. Find a reverse here. Either right hand, hip or low back, or right hand can reach to the left leg. Left arm a little up and back. Give that an inhale breath. Exhale, gaze forward. 2 hands are coming towards the top of the mat. If you have your blocks handy, would recommend those, but you're gonna tap your hands onto the blocks, pull the hip forward so it's over the right knee and ankle, and then start lifting that right leg, lifting that left leg. So you have this sort of supported warrior 3. Chest is a bit away from your standing leg, so you're not folding forward, you're kind of lifted up. Give this an inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. So I'm gonna curl the spine, and I'm gonna hug that left knee in towards the body. Like a flamingo leg. Inhale, chest up, leg back. Exhale, bend the knee, curl it in. Inhale, lengthen. Head up, leg back. Exhale, curl it in. One more there. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl, hold. So put a little bit bending in the right knee. Keep the left knee very bent. Start to curl yourself all the way to standing. So loosen your grip on the ground of the blocks and then peel yourself up the chain of the spine. Reach the arms up. Okay, can we lift the left knee without leaning into the shoulders on the low back? Don't do that. That was a not do. Ribs in, knee up. Find the inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Big step back. Tidy it up. We've got right knee forward. We've got left foot wide. Generous bend in that front knee, long arms. Smooth breath. Stay for the inhale. Sit a little lower than the exhale. One reverse. Inhale. Lift and reach. Right arm tall. Cartwheel, gaze down. Plant both hands. Doop, doop. Back toes tuck. Left knee gently down. Left foot a little behind you. Right foot back of your mat space. Right arm up. Overhead. Float the right leg. Float the right arm. Keep holding. You've got elbow to knee. Let's go 6. Just curl it in and reach it wide. Inhale away. Exhale, curl in. Lengthen. Curl, reach, curl, 2 more, reach, curl, 1 more reach, 1 more curl. Extend the arm and the leg, hold. Choices, you can keep that right arm up or take hand to hip. You're gonna keep that leg up, you're gonna give it a little lift up, down. So towards the top half of the range, not all the way down to the ground, though you could keep your range lower if that is what the strength is allowing. Eventually leg a little higher. Lift lower for 5. Here for 4. Last 3. Pulse for 2. Find one more. At the top, lift it again. Could you lift that leg any higher to the side just for 3, for 2, for 1. Plank pose. High to low push-up. Let it go. Cobra or up dog, lifting the hips. Up and back. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Very big breath out. Float your left leg high to the sky. Knee to nose, 1 time, curl. Big lift, left leg high. Gaze forward, big step. Left foot, top of your mat, come up, high crescent lunge. Shoulders over the pelvis. Arms are reaching up. Ribs a bit in, sit a little lower. Bring prayer hands into heart. So my back knee has a bend to it and I'm high on the ball of that back foot. I'm twisting to the left, hold. Shoulders, moving with the rest of the spine, shoulder blades down the back. Unwind it back to center. So not past center, but center. Let your hips, let your obliques really keep things controlled. Twist it to your left. Bring it back to center. Twist it to the left. Bring it back to center. One more. Twist it to the left. This one stay. Shoulders back but tall spine, rotating over the pelvis. Bend that back knee. Keep your twist, open the arms. Left arm reaching back, right arm reaching forward, hold. For that reverse, either left hand hip or low back or left hand towards right leg, right arm up. Give that a little inhale. Exhale, windmill, 2 hands down to the ground. Now, I would recommend the blocks for some height, but I'm gonna walk it forward so shoulders past the top of the mat. Hip is gonna pull itself over the knee and the ankle, then we can extend it up. Stretch through the left leg, stretch through the right leg. Your left knee doesn't need to be 100% locked, right? It's at least 90% locked, but not 100 necessarily. Your right leg, maybe that could get a little longer, straighter, taller. Reaching the head and the toes away from each other, so really long. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Curl the spine, round it in. Inhale, lengthen, lift gaze, lift leg. Exhale, curl, knee to nose, bring it in. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, curl it in. Bonus round, inhale, reach it back. Curl it in, hold. So you've got that flamingo-ness, knee to nose. Big bend in the right knee, maybe little bend in the left knee. Now, we're rolling this all the way to standing, so just start to notice the hands. Lighten the grip of the hands, round through the spine. Keep pressing your right knee up to the chest, and use your arms to kind of unfurl. So peel yourself up. And once you're there, just notice if the pelvis is leaning and the shoulders are back a little bit and try to uproot, upright. Hug it in, use glutes, lift knee. Shoulders calm, but arms working. Find an inhale, lift, open that up. Warrior 2, and just a tighty. You've got left knee, front of your mat, left knee, left toes. More forward, and then right foot a little bit wider. You get to take a longer step. Right about here. Okay, now bend into izquierda. This one, yes. Tall spine, long arms. Stay for the inhale. Sit just a little lower, exhale. One reverse, inhale. Lift and reach, high five that left arm up. Windmill out. You've got 2 hands coming down to the ground, hold. Right knee gently down. Right foot's gonna lean a little behind you and step that left leg back of your mat. Lift the left arm, lift the left leg. Inhale, you're reaching away. Exhale, curl it in, knee to elbow. Lengthen, hug it in. Reach, curl it in, 4 more. Lengthen and crunch. And don't worry if your numbers are my numbers. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Lift the leg, lift the arm. You can either keep the arm up over the shoulder, maybe take hand to hip. You've got left leg up, down, up, down. So that's a controlled lift lower, more than it is a pulse, but it's up, it's down. Yes, for 5. Your range can be smaller if that helps out. Eventually we get a little stronger, we lift it a little higher. 2 more. Can we hold it? 1 more. Lift the leg laterally to the side. Just any extra amount, lift up for 3, for 2, for 1. Let it go. Plank pose. Inhale, breath. Exhale, lower all the way down. Cobra spine, inhale, lengthen. We'll keep this grounded. Child's pose, knees wide, toes in, stretch the hips back. You got it. Very full breath in. Very empty breath out. Start to curl yourself up. Lean a little to one side. And just sweeping out both legs in front of you. Little bit of hip flexor, a little bit of abdominal. We're gonna plant the 2 heels down. Reach your hands in front of the chest. Lean back about halfway or so and hold. Can we open the right arm back as much as we can? And then back to center. And lean back a little. Open the left arm. And reach it back to center. Sit up tall. Reach forward and feel that compression sitting up as much as you can. For 3, for 2, for 1. Lean back halfway. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, open arm to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, open arm to the left. Inhale, center. Sit up really tall. Exhale. Inhale, lean back about 45. Hold. Just the right leg. Lift the knee to the chest as much as you can. Pulse it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the leg. Maybe straighten the leg. Lift it. Put it down. Sit up tall. Relax a little. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lean back halfway. Bend the left knee, lift it. Knee to the chest as much as you can. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, squeeze. Maybe straighten it. 3, 2, 1. Let it go, sit up tall. Give it an inhale. Exhale, curl the tail, roll yourself all the way down onto the back. Little rock there, side to side. Single leg stretch, curl into a ball. Hand on hand for a grip. You're gonna keep the right knee hugged in and stretch the left leg out long. Tuck the tailbone, keep pressing the back line down. This is your movement, just switch sides. Squeeze the knee, extend the opposite leg out. Inhale and exhale. You can breathe 2 inhales on one side, other side, or just inhale one side, exhale other side, but find a comfortable breath. Here for a 4, both for 3, right, left for 2. Finish 1 more on either side, and let it go. Hug both knees in. Going into double leg stretch, so you're curling yourself into the ball. Head stays up unless the neck is really grumpy, head stays down. Otherwise, lift the tailbone, tuck the tailbone, lift the top of the hips, lift the shoulder blades. I'm gonna inhale to stretch away, about 45 or so degrees, legs and arms away from each other. Exhale, curl back in, add your breath. Inhale to reach, exhale to curl. Inhale to reach, exhale to curl. Inhale to reach, exhale to curl. You've got 3, but make them really good. Lengthen, curl in. Last 1. Reach away, curl in, and relax the head and the neck. Let it go. All right. Let's do 4. Let's do 3 and 5. So coming to the straight leg. We're going to extend one leg up, other leg out. So you have like a scissor shapes happening, and hold somewhere comfortable. So it could be knee or thigh. Depending on hamstrings, calf, mobility, agility, right? I can keep this knee bent. If I am able to eventually get it straighter, it gets straighter. Tailbone is tucked, back line is pressing down, head is ideally up. There's a pulse at the front. So I'm gonna catch this leg, give it a little pulse, and switch the leg, little pulse. So scissor, pulse, switch, pulse. That's your movement. Tailbone is tucked, ribs are pressing in more than out. You're really orienting this movement from your deep abdominals as well as your hamstrings. All right, so bend the knee if things are feeling a little feisty. Both sides for 3. Calm the breath. Other knee, other knee. Listen to your hamstrings. Give it 1 more right and or 1 more left. Let that go, hug all the knees in. Take a soft rock and roll side to side, side to side. Okay, knees tabletop over the hips, elbows wide, tailbone tucked, ribs in, low back heavy. Opposite elbow, opposite knee, crisscross, little short round. Use your obliques, use your low back pressing down, toes trying to tuck up. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. But don't worry if it really gets there. Try to gaze with your drishti, your physical gaze, to the side that you're moving the rest of the body. So that twist is helping you really get that rotation. Looks good. You have less than 10 seconds. Maybe you're here for 5, 4, 3, both sides 2, 1 more. Let it go. Are we breathing? You have to breathe. You can make sounds. Hugging in, knees to chest. Plant your heels down. Inhale, curl the pelvis up. Lift up. Exhale, curl it down. Soft windshield wiper, knees right, knees left. Float your right leg high to the sky. Tailbone tucks. Keep the ribs in, keep the low back pressing down. Arms are somewhere by your side. And this right leg, we're gonna lean it over the body. If you're in the room, it's counterclockwise. So I'm gonna start circling about 2-3 feet diameter, little circle to the left. Now, tucking the tailbone and keeping the back heavily pressed down, not too much wiggle movement at the hips. 2 more. 1 more. Land for a moment in the center. Flex your toes so they're pulling down towards your shin, and then point your toes so they're stretched up towards the sky. Flex the toes down, point the toes up. For our circles, let's keep that toe, big toe, try to get the highest point up. Arms are by your side, slight lean of the leg over the body, and then circle it opposite direction. So now you're going to the right side, or like the hand of a clock turns. Tailbone is tucked, back is really trying to stay solid, not too much looseness, wiggling in the whole hips. Go for 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Curl it in, knee to the chest. Soft rock side to side. Second side, can we plant the feet both down, little tuck of the tailbone, float the left leg up. Starting neutral, point the toes a bit, leg hovers over the body. So on this left side, you want to head towards your center line first. So that's clockwise, little circle of the left toes, of the left leg. Tailbone tucked, abdominals leading that movement, not just momentum, not just gravity. Here for 3. Here for 2. Find 1 more. Land for a moment in the center, flex the toes, really pull your toes down towards your shin, and then point your toes, try to reach away. 1 more of that, flex the toes downward, point the toes upward, and keep that big toe, try to get the highest point up. Lean the leg a little over the body, and then circle it. This one is away from the clock, so counterclockwise. Left leg to your left, without a whole hip mobility, dropping it off to the side. Keep pressing the back down, particularly the right side. Here for 3. Here for 2. Here for 1. Gather 2 knees in. Soft rock side to side. Round the spine, hug in behind knee. Soft rock forward and back. Find 1 balance on the glutes, boat pose, chest up, shoulders back, if you can. If you're holding behind the legs, elbows wide, just a gentle little support hold. Otherwise, reach your arms forward. Keep tucking the tailbone, but lengthening the spine up and pressing your knees towards your chest. Maybe start to round the spine here. So I'm imagining, could I bring my knees to my forehead? Yes, try to round the spine. We won't get there, spoiler alert, but try for 3. For 2, for 1, let that go. Sit yourself up tall. Right leg long, bend the left knee, sole the foot in, walk it forward. Big breath in, very big breath out. Full breath in. Very deep breath out. Start to curl yourself up, nice tall spine. Keep the same leg you have twisting towards the bent knee side. So just take a little twist and rotate. The opposite hand is behind you a little. Heavy both halves of the glutes. Just booty stays down if it's trying to lift up a little as you twist. All right, gently unwind. Other side, bend that knee, straighten that one. Chest, belly, forward in space, and walk it down any comfortable amount. Find your breath. One more here, full breath in. Empty the breath out. All right, start to curl yourself up. Keep the leg you have. A little twist to the bending knee side. Opposite hand behind you. So I'm trying to lift the frontal ribs up a little, pull the back ribs down a little. So I'm kind of sitting up, proud chest, but relax the shoulders, stay over the pelvis. Heavy both halves of the glutes. Stay for an inhale to twist. Exhale to unwind. Make sure you've got some room, rock and roll. Take it all the way back. Hug the knees in. Interlace grip, just the right knee stays in. We'll take the left leg long down the mat. Use your arm strength to curl the knees slightly to the side of the body. And then let it twist across. So some options. I'm going to bend both knees, aim them to the left, open up the arms. Maybe right hand, well, right leg, left hand. I can start to extend that leg out long. So going for maybe a hamstring stretch if I take a straight leg, or just keep it bent. Full breath in. Full breath out. You can gently unwind, head back to your center, curl both knees in. Soft rock side to side, side to side. Interlace and hug the left knee in, send the right leg down. And so just give it a space, give it arm strength to pull the knee a little bit out to the side of the ribs versus like right over the navel. A little bit out there. Gently twist your leg back over to your right side. So option, I can just let the knees stagger or stack a bit. Or if I want to extend that left leg, right hand can kind of help the foot or the ankle find some space. You don't have to keep the connection if the arm found the leg. Maybe the leg just stays a little straighter or returns to a bend. Up to you. Relaxing the shoulders, lengthening the spine. Very full breath in. Very full breath out. Start to come back to center, hug both knees. Little rock and roll there, side to side and side to side. Plant two heels down. Inhale to curl the pelvis and lengthen the hips up. Just one soft bridge pose, not a big effort, not a big hold, but just arms are by your side somewhere. Puff the chest up, give it one more inhale, lift belly, lift hip. Exhale, curl it down, upper back to low. Neutral, let the knees fall right to left, left to right, windshield wiper there. So if there's any other poses that are really on your mind today, let that happen. Otherwise, we'll just wind things down here so we're not too over. I thank you again for your patience. This can look like butterfly, soles of the feet together, knees apart, arms by your sides. Or you can find your classic Shavasana, extending the legs longer, tucking the tailbone, really try to get as much of that low back heavy as possible. Relaxing the arms, deepening the breath. If your body is having any difficulty with stillness or comfort, just go to that place where your body is comfortable, is still. Full breath in. Empty breath out. Maybe some gentle movements from fingers or toes. Your choice to linger a bit more or start to find a good morning stretch, reaching your arms overhead behind you, reaching your legs out long in front of you. Just growing super tall. That's an inhale. And exhaling, perhaps hugging the knees in, tucking the tailbone, rounding the low back. So again, you might still be in your classic Shavasana shape. If the knees are hugged in, you might rock a little to one side or come up to find yourself in a comfortable seat pose. Bless you. So just leaving with a bit of silence before you go. If you're upright, the palms can come together to touch. If you're still on the mat, arms by your side, or even one hand over the heart of the belly. Always deep gratitude to share the practice, so I thank you for making time for yourself, for your mind, for your body. May we not be afraid to take time for these restorative or healing or strengthening practices, right? Practices that fortify both our physical body and our mental body, our energetic body. So I know there's a lot happening in the world and a lot of it not necessarily within our realm of control. May we do our best to fortify our being so we know who we are and we can move in the world with that knowledge. We can show up in a way that is supportive to ourselves and to our communities. So I thank you for carving out that bit of time to have your practice. Can we take a very full deep breath in? The emptiest breath out. Peace. Ashe. Namaste. May we be well. And so it is. Thank you kindly. Any questions, do let me know. Take your time. My name is Rebecca. We are the Tree Yoga Cooperative, and we're happy to practice with you. If you need wipes, they're right on the corner on the wall. Any house goods, back corner. Thank you, thank you.